New beginning, new job, and yes, I'm in a toilet stall. Don't be alarmed. Let's talk about it.
But you can live pretty well by yourself.
What's good, YouTube? It's your man CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again back with a new video. And my apologies for not uploading in a while. I just been going crazy at work. Haven't really had a break since school let out. And it's probably not the best idea, but it is what it is. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you about what has been going on. Now, I am just leaving my orientation because I am embarking on a new nursing journey. So, you guys want to know what that is? Cool, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you right now. So a lot of people have been asking me what I was going to do once I graduated from nursing school, and that's a good question. So just to let you know, as of now, I have not taken my NCLEX yet. I'm not going to reveal when I'm taking it, but I do plan to take it soon. And once I take that, I will let you guys know how the experience went. But as of right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually leaving a semi-orientation. I really just came in to do complete some modules and to turn in some documents and everything like that. I was completing that task for this current job. And the current job that I just got hired in is hospice, ladies and gentlemen. I am a 7 on, 7 off hospice nurse, on-call hospice nurse. Now, as you know, for the people that don't know, I like to travel, I like to go on vacation, and I just feel like it can't really get better as far as the schedule is concerned. You feel me? Like, so unless you're in a position to where like you're just straight PRN, then that's one thing. But as far as the schedule is concerned, 7 on, 7 off, doing hospice, on-call hospice, pretty much going out to see hospice patients, whether it be, you know, if they have a fall or if somebody passes away or, you know, whatever the case may be. So I'm excited about working and doing that. On top of that, that leaves me off with another window, well, with a whole week of a window to either one, go on vacation, or two, work somewhere else. Now, the job that I'm at now, they tell me that, hey, if you want to pick up extra hours here, you can. If you don't have to, though. And I'm just happy to be transitioning out of long-term care. Now, not a lot of y'all are wondering, am I gonna eventually go into a hospital once I get my my RN degree? Yes, I do plan to go to a hospital to get that bedside experience. I do, but I start with a psych hospital on the 16th, and I'm excited about that. And it's just gonna be, it's just, you know, I'm putting into plan what I've wanted to do since I've been an LPN. So the 7 on, 7 off deal is a major thing for me because, like I said, it's good money and less work. It is what it is. Like, less stress, less work, you know, not so much in the long-term care nursing home setting to where you're dealing with 25, 28, 29, 30. Some of y'all got 40-something patients. And after a while, that thing kind of takes its course. Now, don't get me wrong. If that's how you get your paper up in a nursing home, then by all means do that. But as I continue to grow in my career, I'm really learning how to work smarter and not so much harder. So with that being said, I'm still contingent at the nursing home. I'm just not going to be there as much as I once was. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this opportunity that I have with this hospice company. we get our we get a work phone, we get a work tablet, we get a company car, we get some perks, and I'm digging that. And then depending on like what kind of plan you choose or whatever, you can either use the car for just work use, you can use it for personal use. It just depends, work and personal use. So it really just depends. So I'm looking forward and I'm very excited about this new opportunity. There are so many things going on in nursing, and there are so many ways to get paper and get to the money. And I just sometimes, man, I really just be like, man, I can't, it's hard to believe that I'm in a field like this. It's like with all the challenges and the ups and downs, it's just still hard to believe that I'm in a field like this. With all the freedoms and all the things that you can do to prosper and grow within a career. And, I'm really thankful. I'm really, really thankful. And I'm going to take full advantage of it. Like, I'm going to take full advantage of it. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Even with my long-term care job, like, yeah, it's trash, but I make my own schedule. I go when I want to go, and I can run up as much as I want to run up. Some places be tripping on overtime, like some jobs that are not that are not within nursing. A lot of them places be tripping on overtime, and I'm just glad that's not the case. But the point is to not have to keep working overtime, and that's something that I'm starting to realize too. The more experience of a nurse I become, the point is to not having to keep getting overtime, but to take that money that you are getting working overtime, and once again, making that joint work for you. Oh, and did I mention from day 0 to 2 years, you get 2 weeks paid vacation? Yeah. Between day 0 and the 2-year mark, between that, you get 2 weeks vacation every year. As soon as your 2-year mark comes, you get 21-day vacation. That's crazy within itself. And it's paid, obviously, but that's crazy because with this job, you working 7 days on, 7 days off, so you're really getting a vacation every other week, but you get 2 paid vacations a year, and that's kind of hard to beat if you're not on some I don't want anything control. If you want some, I don't mind that when it comes to your schedule. Like, some people don't want any kind of restrictions on their schedule, and that's cool. I've been like that for the last 2 years, but I don't mind this, and that was my whole point, to try to get into something like this. Now, I am hired in as an LPN, but as soon as I take my test, I jump right up into an RN position, and that means more money. But like the old saying goes, more money, more problems. But hopefully that won't be the case when it comes to this. Now, as I was thinking about, just transitioning from from my old job to a new one, I was really starting to notice some signs that it was really time for me to go. And I think this is something that all you nurses out there, or even if you're not a nurse, but everybody out there can take heed to when it's probably time to leave a job. When you just stop caring, and I don't mean caring in the sense of you don't care about your patients or anything like that, but you just stop. You stop caring. Like, if they fired you tomorrow, you don't care. It's hard to explain, but for those who are in the position or who have been in that position, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. When you just stop caring, when there's nothing for you to call off, when there's nothing for you to be late, when you just don't care in that sense, it's time to go. When you walk into the job and you you get irritated as soon as you walk into the door, or the environment is so toxic that you don't even want to talk to anybody or be around anybody and stuff like that. You just want to do what you want to do, or do what you're supposed to do, help your patients, and then get up out of there. That's how you know it's time to go, when you stop caring. You know what I'm saying? And that was the point that I was getting to. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's the point where I was getting to, and I said, you know what? It's really time for me to go, because I don't want to get to that point to where, you know, I possibly take out whatever I'm feeling or whatever I'm going through because of this job on innocent people like my patients. Like, I would never do that, but I'm just glad that I'm self-aware enough to see something like that. So it's just time for me to go, man. And it's just like, the enemy know when you're trying to progress, because all these little things start happening. And then, like, at my job now, like, they noticed that I have not picked up any shifts for next month. They noticed that I had not picked up any shifts for July, and the schedule go all the way out until September. So they just like, oh, what's going on? You're not picking up. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, you ain't gotta make a scene every time you exit. You just wean yourself out of there. And that's what I'm doing, just weaning myself out. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's going down. New gig, hospice, and I have an orientation on the 16th of June. I'm excited about that. I'm actually doing my Relias for my hospice job and getting that out the way, and then really buckling down and focusing on this NCLEX. I haven't even really been able to study for it because I've been working, trying to catch up and everything like that. But I'm really about to take some time and just really buckle down and do what I gotta do. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my name is CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again, back with another video. And if you don't do nothing else, get paid. Young nurse, get paid. I'll holla at you.